There's so many people that are stuck in a line of work that they don't want to be in, but they don't know how to make that leap. And I think social media is the key. It's the portal to being able to shoot through. And it's something that a website can't really do. And it's something that a leaflet certainly can't do. And that's only a certain amount of time before somebody drops you a message and goes, "Hi Jack, I saw your post. Don't suppose you'd be interested in coming out and quoting for my job." Boom. That's when you know it's working. There was one key thing that really worked for me. It's a little bit rogue, okay? A little bit controversial, but it worked. And that is, I have spent the last 10 years in the property development world running and owning a tile and bathroom company. So I started this off when I was 20 years old, went all the way from working on a building site to coming off, trying to start something else, ended up having to go back into it. And there was one fundamental thing that changed everything for me, and that is social media. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why it's so important at the early stages, but also even if you're 10, 15 years in at this point and you're just not really too bothered about social media, I'm going to give you a bunch of reasons why it's going to help accelerate your business. But more than that, there's lots of unexpected little hidden gems within owning your own social media companies that was just going to blow your mind. It changed my life, and without it, I wouldn't be where I am today. To start off with, having a social media platform, it's an online portfolio. And so years ago, you'd have leaflets, and then you'd have a website which it sat for ages. And you know, leaflets and websites still have a place within the marketing world. But social media now, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of these platforms, I mean, YouTube, for example, now is the most watched streaming platform ever. It's above TV now. And so all of the eyes are on these social media platforms. If you're putting adverts out or you're trying to market and advertise your company, you have to pay money. On social media, you don't. You can, but you don't have to if you know how to use it. And through learning how to use it by building up your online portfolio, you start to build a skill that further down the line pays off through not having to pay for advertising. To give a little bit of context of where I came from, I started off on a building site, working on building sites, doing new build house bashing. So it was just working for a firm. I always worked for somebody, but I always wanted to break off and run my own company, which I've managed to do now. But back then, it felt impossible. I was stuck working for a company, and because I was working 5 days a week for this company, I then got to a weekend, and how on earth am I meant to get my own work in whilst working for a company that I'm working 40, 50 hours a week for, and then on a weekend? How am I meant to break away from all of this? The only way I actually managed to do it was through setting up social media platforms and starting taking pictures of my work. And there was one key thing that really worked for me. It's a little bit rogue, okay? A little bit controversial, but it worked. And that is posting things into social groups, whether it's on Facebook. Really, at those early stages, guys, you've got nothing to lose, okay? You need to put yourself in front of people. It's the same as going and standing in a town square and going, "My name's Jack and I tile bathrooms, and who wants their bathroom tiling," okay? And you're gonna get a lot of weird looks, same as you will do if you post your work around. But ultimately, if it's something you want to do to break off, that is one of the best things you can do. And that's exactly what I did. I would take photos of my work, take pictures of me at work, and post it across groups or just upload it onto social media. And you start to get recognised. And it's all about numbers, because it's only a certain amount of time before somebody drops you a message and goes, "Hi Jack, I saw your post. Don't suppose you'd be interested in coming out and quoting for my job." Boom. That's when you know it's working. Now, you'll get a lot of people like Alex Hormozy and James Smith and stuff. I mean, Alex Hormozy is massive about numbers and pushing, just getting as much content out there as possible. It's all about numbers. And at some point, the odds are going to work in your favour and you're going to start having things come your way. Another thing that's really, bloody hell, I almost just gobbed it on a log then. Another thing that is really huge about social media, that it's massively it's massively underestimated, and it's something that a website can't really do, and it's something that a leaflet certainly can't do, and that's to get your personality across. Now, I don't know about you, but if I have people come and work in my house, or somebody's doing some work for me, it's so important to me, and I know it is to other people, that you like the person. And look, we're not going to be able to impress everybody, not everybody's going to like us, but the people that do get in contact with us, that you have won over through your videos, through showing yourself on social media, winning them over, showing them who you are, really they're the people you want to work for. So you automatically start to filter out the people that you're maybe not going to want to work for. You start filtering out the people that maybe don't want you to work for them, and you start building yourself this little circle of customers or potential customers, leads that can be coming your way, that you can start building this relationship, you can start working with. And so just to trace back now to when I was working on this building site, I started setting up my social media platforms, and I was recording myself, uploading photos, and I got myself to the point where I had a couple of jobs, and I started doing them on the weekends. So it'd be I'd work in the week, and this is where things do start getting a little bit tough. And of course, if you've got a family at home, I was so lucky that at the time I didn't have a daughter. My daughter's 2.5 years old now, by the way. Amazing, best thing ever. But of course, when you've got a family, it starts becoming a little bit harder to break off. But I still think the best way to do it is, if you are in a situation where you're not happy in your line of work, you have this sensation of feeling trapped, right? Like, this is me forever. This is how I felt. I was like, how can this be me forever, just doing this and getting up and working for the people, making other people money. I want to be able to own my own business. I want something that's mine. And having those videos at bare minimum allowed me to go to work for somebody else, take the videos and the photos and upload it onto a platform that I owned. It was my page, and that felt so good. On top of that feel-good sensation of just feeling like I had something that I owned, of course, this portfolio started to build and customers were getting in touch, and I started taking my own jobs on, doing weekend work. And that eventually turned into being able to do a bit of work in the week, and I'd be like, oh, gaffer, I've got my own job on this week, or something like that. And if you can build a good relationship with your gaffer, I was lucky enough to be able to do that. You can break off and go, look, I've got a job here, and then maybe do it on the weekend. But then you get to a point of where you sit down and you go, I need to take this leap. You need to have a bit of a selfish choice for yourself and for your family. Remember, right? We're all here, we're all born on this planet. Yeah, from our mothers, but we're all born on this planet alone. We are ourselves. We are our most important person. And when it comes down to running your own business and doing what's best for you, you need to do what's best for you. And so it might get to a point of where you're like, oh my God, you love your gaffer, you love all the lads you work for, but ultimately, are you going to be able, look, there's always a ceiling, right, I feel, when you're working for a company. Within construction as well, you know, it's not like, unless you start working your way up into the office, but a lot of us are on the tools because we love being on the tools, and you don't want to be sat at a desk quoting or whatever, and you love being hands-on, and you love getting creative and building, okay? I do anyway. So then the only way for you to be able to start making money is to set up your own business. So then you can break away and you can start to, if you have your own work, and then the thing is, right, is when you're doing your own work and you're getting your own jobs in, you're not doing the same stuff every single day. And so your content starts getting more interesting. And then the better you start getting at making videos and making content, the more people you start to reach. And then eventually, right, like to the point of where I've got to now, really grateful. I love making content. I absolutely love making content. I love the whole process. I love the, you know, I can't say I love the downs, but I love the fluctuative of emotions. It's painful sometimes. Like, it's like, oh, is this going to do well? Is this going to do well? No. But then when you get a video that does do well, and you see the impact of it on people, and the positivity that comes from it, as well as the negativity, that's just really addictive to me, and I love it. And that can then finally turn into a bit of a business of itself, because, you know, when you start getting recognized by brands, again, you know, it all comes through building up this relationship with the people that are watching you. And you'll find that there's brands which you resonate with, and then brands will find there's creators that they resonate with, and they think, you know what, this guy, this girl really slots into what we want to present, and the type of look we want to have. It might be like, you know, you might be using DeWalt already, or you might be using Makita, or, you know, you might be using Ruby or Sigma, and these brands want to organically and naturally showcase their products through creators. And so what started off as just a portfolio, right, of just wanting to showcase who you are and break off and run your own business, eventually turns into this monster, this machine of just of kind of just feeding into this into your business and giving you everything you need. Social media for me it enabled me to break away from working for a company. It's enabled me to connect with other creators, other businessmen, and share, businessmen and women, and share like-minded kind of, just have like-minded conversations about work, about looking at other people's work. I mean, for me, I really learned how to tile when I started posting my own work around, because again, it doesn't feel very good, but your work can get picked apart and people can be like, why'd you do it like this? Why'd you do it like that? And it's hard to take it on the chin sometimes, but if you can sit there and you can see some truth in it, the truth is that that's only going to make you better as well. You know, I like to look at it like that anyway. And so I guess the point of like everything I'm telling you is there's a lot of people have messaged me, right, off the back of these YouTube videos, and also in my private DMs. There's so many people that are stuck in a line of work that they don't want to be in, but they don't know how to make that leap. And I think social media is the key. It's the portal to being able to shoot through where you are and accelerate that journey, not to the point of where you're having to knock on people's doors and be like, oh, do you need any work? Do you need any work? Social media allows you to knock on 100,000 people's doors in a week, basically, by uploading the correct content. And so that is just a short one from me today, just to give you guys a little bit of information on why social media is so powerful, and what I think it can do for you, what it's done for me. It has built such a strong foundation of everything that I do today. It's made my business way more powerful, make way more money, and it's changed everything, and it's only going to keep evolving. It's only going to keep getting bigger. So if you haven't already and you own a construction company, set yourself up a social media page. And if you don't currently own a construction company and you're looking to leap into the business, set up a social media page. It's never too early, it's never too late. Get it set up. If you haven't started creating content yet, start recording. And if you're not ready to edit it and upload it yet, start recording, because it might get to a point of where you are ready to start uploading it and you feel a bit more confident, but you don't have any content. So get the content, record it, and when you're ready, start uploading it. If there's anything you need to know, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.